Hey everybody, Ryan Chenevert here. My law firm is Fletcher, Roy and Chenevert, injury attorneys in Louisiana. If you look at this is my personal Facebook page, and if you go and you like and you share my page at the end of this video, I'll get notified of that and I will send you a document that you can send to the insurance company in hopes to recover the diminished value of what your vehicle is worth. Now, what is the diminished value? Diminished value is the difference between what your vehicle was worth prior to an accident. Inevitably, your vehicle's value is going to be lower now that you have been in an accident. And that's just because now you've got a big red flag on the Carfax. The parts that were used, even if they were dealership parts, there's been some tinkering that has gone on inside of that vehicle. So now there's going to be a value that's much less than what you had paid for, what the market value would have been the day before your accident. So if you go and you like my Facebook page, Ryan Chenevert Attorney, then you can go to facebook.com/attorney Ryan, and you can get there and you like it, send me a message, and I'm going to send you a document to send to any insurance company, State Farm, Allstate, Liberty Mutual, any one of them, that will instruct them to do a diminished value report on your vehicle. And what that is going to do is provide you a little bit more money on the property damage side of your claim, and that'll help compensate for the amount that you're going to be losing on the value of your car whenever you either go and trade it in or you go sell it to an individual. So what do you need to do? Well, we're going to go, you got to gather some information. So you're going to have to do about 5 minutes of legwork. And we're going to assume that you drive a 2009 Ford Mustang and it's got about 50,000 miles on it, and that you take pretty good care of it. Now, Louisiana courts have decided that the Kelley Blue Book and the NADA values are acceptable as evidence, and they can help determine the diminished value, because there's not going to be a hard line of what that diminished value is going to be, because each vehicle is different. Each vehicle has a different amount of miles on it. The pre-collision value is going to be different on the same type of vehicle, just because of how different owners treat their vehicles. But we can get a basis or a benchmark on what they could be worth by going to Kelley Blue Book and NADA. Of course, this isn't an endorsement for either one of those, but here we're going to pull up Kelley Blue Book, it's kbb.com, and you're going to go to check my car's value. And what we're looking for is we're looking for a difference between what the vehicle, the condition that your vehicle was in. So we're going to go into very good once we put in the year, make, model, mileage. We're going to take the difference between what's very good and the fair condition. Because remember, just because you have a wreck on your vehicle now, and even if they use good dealership parts, there's going to be a red flag on your Carfax. So let's go to 2009 Ford. The model is a Mustang, and we have 50,000 miles. What this is going to do is it's going to queue up a range of values on this vehicle after we select our features, and we're going to say it's just a standard Ford Mustang, nothing special on it. Deluxe coupe, 2 doors, the lowest price. You know, we just going standard on this one. Price with the standard equipment. Sorry for that little interruption. So now we get brought to the vehicle's condition, and like we said, we kept really good care of our vehicle, so we're going to go to the 23 percentile. But you're going to be able to see all the different valuations on the next screen. You hit next, and it's going to calculate this value on a 2009 Ford Mustang Standard, 50,000 miles, and it usually asks for your zip code and all that information. Mine's already programmed into our office zip code. And if it's first going to pull up the trade-in to a dealer. Now, this is not what you want to base your valuation on. This could be anywhere between like 6,200 and 7,600 for a trade-in. What you want to do is go to the sell to a private party, because that's where you're going to get the most value. And when you present it to an insurance company, you always want to present the most beneficial to you. So if you look right here, the private party value pre-accident would have been $8,352, which is great. You could have sold that vehicle the day before the accident for about this amount. The next thing you want to look at is the fair condition, because now that you have a big red mark on your car, even though they repaired it nice and everything like that, the courts have determined that your car is not in the same condition as it was, no matter how good of a craftsman the mechanic was. So selling to a private party for fair condition is $7,333. And so look at the very good condition, you're at $8,352. You want to write these two down, because you're going to be putting this in the letter that I'm going to provide you at the end of this. So you're looking at about $1,000 loss under the Kelley Blue Book valuation. So now you go to the NADA Guides, and that's nadaguides.com, and here they'll prompt you for your zip code, and then we're going to go by your make and model. So let's go down to Ford. (2009). Well, coupe compact. There we go. 2009 Ford Mustang. And remember, we're just going to do standard settings. Enter your mileage at 50,000 miles. We're not even going to input any of that information. And here you go. Here's your values. Average trade-in. Here's your retail right here. So it's going to place a value, base price, and then your mileage, so your total base price. So we're actually getting an add-on because your mileage was low. So it's saying that a retail could be almost $11,000. So that's a bit different than the Kelley Blue Book. And so you can also raise that as a part of your concern, is that even if that it's valued at this one at almost $11,000, how much more is it going to drop? So your goal right now should be to recover about $1,000 for the diminished value. That's what you can prove in court. That's what you can show a judge that once this hits the Carfax, because everybody's pulling up the Carfax, everybody's looking at if the vehicle was damaged. That you need to be compensated for that. You're entitled to that. So what do you do with this information? Well, you go and you pull it back. You go like my Facebook page or send me a message on here. I will send you the document that you need to send the insurance company. Essentially, it details some law that you will be able to use for your advantage. And it will prompt you where you need to put in different specifics about your car, the make, model, the mileage, which you found on Kelley Blue Book. And what you'll do is you're going to screenshot this, or you're going to print it out and attach that to your letter. You're going to do the same thing with the NADA guide. You screenshot it or print it out so you can attach it to your letter. So you've got some leverage on that. At the end of your letter, you're going to say, I need a response from you within 30 days. I understand that you've repaired my vehicle, but now this is my separate part of my diminished value claim. I need a response within 30 days. If I don't have one, then I will seek legal options. You always want to put some type of disclaimer like that, just so they will get to it and try to work hard for you. But if you need anything else, obviously you know where to find us. We're at Fletcher Roy and Chenevert, 660 Government Street, 888-8000. Thank you.